Tonight on EA Sports, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the New York Giants.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They shakes him off. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got a lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to take another shot here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Allen going to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Again, it's Allen, letting one go deep for the end zone. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
It's 4th down.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Giants 3.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it to the end zone.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Tillman got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Tillman. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
New York.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Tillman. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. So after the INT, it's Allen, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll need to put that interception out of his mind quickly, because between the field goal and the pick six, they're already looking up at a 2-score differential.
And isn't it interesting that a lot of the time when we talk about having a short memory, we say that's a defensive back, right? Got beat for a touchdown pass, throw it out. Quarterbacks have to do the same thing. They make a mistake, come back and be the best quarterback you were before.
3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on second down. Tillman, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 11-0 our score after 1. From the gun on third down, Tillman. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quarterback sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
11 on the play.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
On the carry.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. If they're this close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Now Allen. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Giants 17.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again. Tillman. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Operating from the gun. Tillman. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Tillman. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. 31-28, the final score. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Dexter Lawrence. Kyle Allen sack.
They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Joe Mixon. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Yeah, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
56, Mike, 56.
On first down, Tillman throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ending up with a solid game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tillman. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And out of bounds right around the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25 yard.
The Giants ready to come out now. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 17-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 58 yards.
A gain of 58 yards. First down, New York.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On the give, this is their fullback.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike, go. Back.
Here's Allen. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Patriots.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing on first down. Tillman, left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun. Tillman firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Tillman's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, Tillman, and his throw is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. From the gun, Tillman. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
56, Mike. 56.
Back to the air on second down. Tillman. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Patriots.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special...
Down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Second down.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
For the extra
well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Tillman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Tillman. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Tillman. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Operating from the gun, Tillman. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
That's another Patriots.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Bye.